Hello and welcome to Waking Up with Depeche Mode. My name is Ray Luna and I teach little piano tutorials here on YouTube and Twitch. And then I also broadcast live to Facebook for my family and friends. And today we're going to take a look at Photographic. This is from the 1981 album Speak and Spell. Depeche Mode at its finest. This is Vince Clarke. We are in the key of E minor. So let me go ahead and show you how that intro goes, right? Let's show you the intro and then the verse 1 is the same. So let me show you. We're starting with E octaves. Right? A white house, a white room, the program of today. Lights on, switch on, your eyes are far away. The map represents you and the tape is your voice. Follow all along you till you recognize the choice. I take pictures, photographic pictures, the right light, right? And we're gonna go ahead and break that down. Okay, so the verse and the intro are the same. The intro is actually very long. It starts with just the E octaves. Right? So in case you want to know the chords, let me take the strings off here. A white house, a white room, the program of today. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Okay, those are the chords. E minor, C major to D. Okay, but you're not going to play that. You're actually just doing the left hand for this first part of the song. So the intro starts with a long run of E octaves. Right, and that's going to keep going until you start singing, basically. So here we go. A white house, a white room, the program of today. So you're just going from E, C, D, and then back to E again, okay? So let's go ahead and do it. Lights on, switch on, your eyes are far away. The map represents you and the tape is your voice. Follow all along you till you recognize the choice. Okay, so now you get to the part with I take pictures, right? Now let me show you how it goes. I take pictures. Okay, so what you're doing there is we're going E minor, G to, what is it? I don't even know what chord that is. Let me see what it says. Let me see. I looked up the chords earlier. So where's I take pictures? So it's just going from A, G, then E minor, G, A, and B flat. Okay, so in the left hand, let me show you what you're doing. In the left hand, you're walking up. Like that, okay? E minor, G, A to B flat. Okay, so like that, okay? Then you go back to A, I take pictures to G, okay? Then back up, a walk up from E minor. Photographic pictures, the right light, okay? Now the right hand is going like this. And then back E down to the, okay, now I'm gonna walk you through that. And then I'm gonna show you what the song, the recorded version is actually playing on that part, okay? So let me show you. We'll do the walk up real slow. So okay, now nice and easy. And then it kind of goes ahead in the right hand than it is before the change in the left hand, okay? So it's kind of tricky. Like that. I take pictures. Photographic pictures. Bright lights. And then you're going back to E. Okay? Now, in the recorded version of the song, when it gets to that part, it's actually playing like kind of a sequenced. It's right? It's A, so it goes like this. Then it goes like this. And then G. Bright light. Okay? But that's a little, I find it a little hard to play that live. Like, so that's why I'm just going. Sorry. And then technically it goes. Right, like, okay. Now, so we're going to skip that. Why? Because it just sounds terrible. I mean, if you can get the sequencing in the background, I'll show you in the notes right now. You can probably layer it on top, but let me go ahead and show you. So you're walking up from E. Like that, okay? E, G, A, B flat, E, B flat, A, G. Okay? And that is what you're doing. Then you go from the A to the G. Right, light, and that's the part where you sing, I take pictures. Okay, but the way we're gonna play it is like this. Here we go. I take pictures. Photographic pictures. Bright lights. Dark room. Bright lights. Dark room. So you're just kind of hitting. Okay, and you're just. Dark room. Now we go to verse 2. Now I don't know if I can sing it, but I'm going to play it for you first. Right, and then it goes right back to that little chorus part. Okay, so let me show you how this goes. To the C. Okay, so it goes E minor, C, D, then you go up here. Okay? E minor, C major, D major. Oops, sorry. Okay, so let me show you the right hand. Okay, and then you just follow with the left hand octaves, okay? So nice and easy. E So let's see if we can get the lyrics together. So it's, I said I'd write. Oh, I probably don't know how to do it. It's the second verse where it's, I said I'd write a letter, but I never got the time. I don't think I have the singing down, so I'm not going to try it live. I am actually filming the tutorial, though. I just finished filming the intro and verse 1, so I'm going to be working on that today after we're done here on the live stream. But I wanted to see if we could do it. So anyway, for those of you who can sing verse 2, this is what you're playing. I said, oh, well, I just need to know what note it starts on. I said I'd write a letter. Never got the time. Looking to the day. Mesmerize the light. Okay, so we'll work on that in the background. But you get the point. So that's what you play for verse 2. Okay, then you go back to our run. Right? So now, let me show you the other melodies that you need to know. So you're going to keep your octaves. Okay? So when you get back to verse 3 now, it's going to go like this. My bad. One more time. E. Okay, those are your chord changes. So right, then that leads us to our next lick. It goes like this. So now it should be noted that all of those melodies, this one, that one, and then this one, and then this one. Oops, sorry. Back to the G there. Okay, those three melodies are actually played on top of each other. Okay, they're all being played at the same time over that octave bass line. So what I would do is if you're playing this live and you're doing an acoustic version or whatever, I would probably just like alternate between them. So I would probably do one like this. Oh, sorry, my bad. I had the fingering wrong. Right? So that's how I would play photographic. You just sing the main parts, and then it's funny because the dark room, bright light, dark room. So make sure you get the fingering right, because I keep screwing it up. It's like this. Once you get down to this one, You want to scoot over so you get your thumb on here. Okay, and then that should help you with the fingering. So you want to get the thumb on the G. Down to D. One more time. Right? And that's probably all the parts you need to know. I'm glad I practiced it though, because I am filming the rest of the tutorial. But those are the 3 melodies you need to learn. You need to learn those octave bass lines, and then just basically getting the singing on verse 2 is kind of the tricky one, because you're going. Right, and you got to sing verse 2. I said I'd write a letter, right? Okay, we'll get that down, and then I'll go ahead and finish filming the tutorial today. Okay, so let's go ahead and move forward. That is one song. We're going to take a look at a couple songs from Speak and Spell today. The other song from Speak and Spell I haven't played in a while, but we're going to go ahead and take a look. This is New Life now. So let me go ahead and change to the right key. Let's see here. New Life is in the key of G also, so that's perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at New Life. Where's that? Right? Oh, it's out there. There it is. Right, so those are your tricky little intro here. So ready? We're starting with the D to the C. Right, and then just a little walk down here. Right? Skip the B on the way back up. Right, then. Right, and you got your left hand. Right, and that is your intro. So you're just going like this. To C. Right, D, C, and G. Okay, and those are the chords you're going to be using for most of the song, or at least the verses. So. I'm going to do this part real slow because I don't want to screw it up. But here we go. We're going to start on this finger here, the pointer finger. Okay, that's your verses, right? Stand still, stepping on the shady street, and I watched that man to a stranger. You think you only know me when you turn on the light. Now the room is lit, red danger. Okay, that's what they're actually playing on the album, but it's really fast. Okay, so what you want to do, if you want to cheat it, you don't have to do the walk up. You could just go to C. I stand still, stepping on the shady street, and I watched that man to a stranger. Right? You can do that too if you want to cheat it. I'm trying to play it right and trying to play it the correct way, so it's going to be a little bit more tricky. Here we go. Okay, so however you want to do that, whatever you're most comfortable with, if you want to program it into Logic, program it on the computer, do that, right? Just be sure to practice it nice and easy. It's not actually that hard. It's just the timing it's pretty fast song, so you got to be able to go. So it's kind of quick, right? So the minute you're almost done with this, you got to almost do it so fast to get the timing right. So it's a little tricky. That's why I'm going to do it nice and slow. Wow. Right, so you're just going from C, G, to D. Okay, now let's get to our chorus. The chorus is fun. It goes A major, C major, G major, and then G lower. Okay, so let me show you what I mean. Then down an octave. Right? C, or A, I'm sorry. Then down to G here, G up here. And then down an octave. Okay? Now, that's not exactly what you're playing. In the right hand, it is. It's just playing with the octave, arpeggiating the triad here. It's an A major, C major, and then G major twice, 2 times. And all you're doing is this little pattern. G, and then repeat it again. Complicating, circulating, new life, operating, generating, new life, new life. Right, like that. Okay, now the left hand is tricky because you're going to be playing singles. That's the G, and then G again, an octave lower. A, left hand, A, lay, A. Right? So what you're going to notice real quickly is that you're playing like eighth notes. You're playing quarter notes in the left hand, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 right then back to the A. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Right, like that. Right hand is playing the actual eighth notes themselves. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then again 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and right. So once you get the hands together, it's not that bad. The left hand is on the 1, 2, 3, 4, and the right hand is playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and right. So it's playing. You're just playing 2 different octaves. I mean 2 different rhythms here, but they do meld together pretty well. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it. I haven't done this in a while. So here we go. Let me do it fast because I have to practice it here. Like that, okay? So Right? So now let's see if we can sing it. Complicating, circulating, new life, operating, generating, new life, then. Ah! Where's that G? Right, and then I think there's a couple other little licks you gotta know. It goes like this. How's that? Right, and then it goes face. So where's it at? Face is hidden. Would it be G or C? I think it's to D. Right, so that's the face is hidden and we're out of sight and the road just back to C. Road just leads to nowhere. Okay, so face is hidden and we're out of sight and the road just leads to nowhere. That's D. Stranger in the door is the same as before, so the question answers nowhere. That's your D. Then once again, complicating, circulating, new life, right? And you just play your little lick. Right, so it's kind of like, so when it's going like this, it's actually layered over it. So you're going to be in a D there when you're going. D, nowhere. Stranger in the door is the same as before, so the question answers nowhere. Complicating, circulating, new life, where's it at? Operating, generating, new life. Right? And that is pretty much all the parts we need for new life. I'm going to go ahead and work on any of the other little melodies that are in the background, but I think that's most of it. So I kind of wanted to kind of walk through it today, give you a little brief look at it, and then go ahead and move forward. So we're going to definitely be doing songs from the next tutorial after this one might be either New Life, after Photographic. I'm working on Photographic now. I'm ready to upload Home. I finally got the final revision done. Okay, because I like to, it's going to be up there forever. And I want to make sure I try to get all the notes right, make sure I have the key signature right. So we've got Home done. I'm ready to upload that one. We're working on Photographic now. I'll probably do New Life, and if not, we're going to do the song that I'm going to show you at the very end because I've been working on an arrangement for this one forever. So let's go ahead and move forward. We're going to stay in the same album. This is Speak and Spell. We're going to go ahead and change now, I think, to the key of, I want to say it's C major, but I could be wrong. So let me take a look here. And it's funny because this is probably one of the older Depeche Mode songs I ever learned, and yet I never memorized the key signature. I've been playing this song literally, I think, since I was 10 years old. So it is in the key of G. We're looking at Just Can't Get Enough here. Starting with G major. To C major. It's a D. We slip and slide as we fall in love. And I is a C. Just can't seem to get enough of. Right? Now, let me show you what they're actually playing during the verse. It's a little tricky, okay? So all we're doing from there is just going from C to G, right? When I'm with you, baby, I go out of my head, and I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. All the things you do to me and everything you said. I just can't get enough. Just can't get enough. We slip and slide as we fall in love. And I just can't seem to get enough. Right, so let's go ahead and learn all that next, okay? So those are the verses. It's just basically G to C, right? Until you get to the D. We slip and slide as we fall in love. E minor, C major, just can't seem to. D major, back to G, okay? So that's what we're doing. All right, so here's the tricky part. There's so many different ways to play the song. There's so much going on with it. This is actually what they're playing in the background while they're singing verse 1. Okay, let me show you how it goes. Let's see, we're starting with G here, so it's kind of like a... Right? So that's how it goes when they're singing. When I'm with you, baby, I go out of my head. Just can't get enough. Just can't get enough. All the things you do to me and everything is said. Just can't get enough. Just can't get enough. Then it's... Alright, so let me show it to you. Go into an octave in G. When I'm with you, baby. And then you're going here. When I'm with you, baby, I go out of my head. Then to C, just can't get enough. Just can't get enough. See it? When I'm with you, baby, I go out of my head. Just can't get enough. Just can't get enough. All the things you do to me and everything is said. Just can't get enough. Just can't get enough. Slip aside. Sorry, I never sang this part. Slip aside as we fall in love. Just can't seem to get enough of. You get the point. Now, mind you, there's a lot more going on as well. There's also the bass line. Back to the G, sorry. Let's walk through it. C. Back to C. Okay, like that. So now let me show you how the hands go together. Sorry. Okay, like that. So that's more like how the song goes, okay? And then on top of all that is where they're going. So how are you gonna play that, right? So I was doing it with one hand. I was kind of going like this. Then back to G. Right? So you got to play with it. I have literally been playing this song since what, 1981, 82 at the latest. So I've got a lot of parts and pieces together. Okay, so now let's go ahead and show you some of these other licks. Again, we're in G, going from G to C. To C. Back to G. Okay, so let's do it. Like that, okay? Now you can also play it with the bass line. Sorry, my bad. Right, like that, okay? So you kind of get the point. You play that same bass line over that part. Now, let's see, that takes you to A. D. A. D. A. Right, so you're just going from A to D. And now I think the chords are like this. It's D, E minor. Okay, so it's like. I play single notes. I go. Right, just make it simple on myself. But those are the chords you're playing, I believe. D, E minor, F major, F sharp to G. Okay, you're just walking up. Okay, let's do it again. A. D. A. D. C. G. Let me show you that nice and slow. C. Right, and then you just play it like this. right? And once you get that down, then you're going to want to play it in octaves in the left hand like this. Let's see if I can do it. That's part tricky is that double tap, right? Like there. So here we go. Then the last part, as if this song wasn't hard enough, you got to switch hands, right? You got to go like this. You got to be able to play that bass line by itself in the left hand. C, back to G, C. And why would you do that? Because the song ends that way with the little strings in it. So it's like this. Right, and that's how you end the song. That's how they end it in the Hammersmith version, and I believe it's kind of how they end it in the Live in Hamburg version as well. Maybe I'm close, okay? But anyway, so you're going from that G to C, and then you're just holding these notes. So you want to change, right? Right, and I have a full tutorial on Just Can't Get Enough on my YouTube channel. All my tutorials are free on YouTube, so just go check them out. There's all the parts are there. You can learn the entire song. Go ahead and check that out when you have a chance. So that is Just Can't Get Enough in a nutshell. I mean, I know it's an intense song, but if you learn something from it, just kind of take away some of the chords and then start getting some of the bass lines down. And once you have that down, then you should be able to play the song. It is difficult, though. I'm not going to lie. It's tricky. All of Vince Clarke's works are very tricky, especially the first album, because you have like 3 people playing the keyboard part. So 3 very talented people playing the keyboard part. So you've got Just Can't Get Enough. We've got New Life. We're doing Photographic. We're probably going to take a look at Tora, 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 and a few others. I'm trying to think of which one I want to do next, also from Speak and Spell. But we'll take a look. Maybe Boys Say Go or No Disco. I'm not sure which ones I want to do yet. But we're definitely going to start with those. That is Just Can't Get Enough in a nutshell. I played that song to death on this channel, though. But you have to practice it, because if you don't practice these songs, you will forget how to play them. So speaking of that, we're going to jump ahead in time now. And this is actually a sneak peek, y'all. I have been working hard, and my friend Ellison Canosa, who... Man, dude, you've been watching my channel for like over a year. Thank you so much, bro. We actually grew up together. We went to junior high school together and high school. And Ellison, one of his favorites is, and it's one of mine too, is World in My Eyes. It's also Andy Fletcher's favorite, which is why they dedicated it to him on the Memento Mori tour. Rest in peace, my friend. We're going to take a look at World in My Eyes, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look. What key is it in? Let me see here. World in My Eyes. What is the key signature for World in My Eyes? World in My Eyes, Depeche Mode key signature. Now, this is a very sneak peek, y'all. D sharp minor, okay, that sounds good. What is D sharp minor's relative major? Relative major of D sharp minor is F sharp major. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and change it to F sharp major. A lot of sharps today, I guess. So World in My Eyes goes like this. It depends what version you're playing, but in general, I was kind of doing the devotional tour version where it's like... Right? Then it goes like this. It goes. Where's that? Then it's like. Right? So that, we already have a huge intro going, which I'm going to show you in a second. But I'm kind of showing you the parts of what we got going on. Now, there's two main parts of this song, okay? The bass line. All of that is in D sharp minor, and it stays there until most of the first verse, okay? It's a very long time in D sharp minor, so you have to try to make it as interesting as possible, right? So why don't we go ahead and take that and put this part together with it. Right? And that should fill up the time a little bit. Oh, my bad. So you'll notice right after the, so it's like this. See it? Now Dave gets to the verse. Oh, let me take you on a trip around the world and back, and you won't have to move, you'll just sit still. And that little part is something like that. Right? That little lick there. It's kind of like a bent note. Right? And then it goes. Now let your body do the moving, and let my hands do the soothing. Let me show you the world in my eyes. Like that, okay? So let me go ahead and show you that. You're gonna just keep doing the bass line to sing the first part. Now mind you, even that took some practice. You gotta really kind of enunciate the words. Oh, let me take you on a trip around the world and back, and you won't have to move. You just, I screwed that up. Okay, so as you can see, it's going to take a little work just to get the singing down with the hands. But then you get to the second part. Oh, let my body do the moving, right? Then it goes to here. Right, so you're going up to an A flat or G sharp. Right, same bass line, just moving up to the G sharp. Then back down to the D sharp minor. Right now, if you wanted to sing it, you could actually play it like this. Let me take you on a trip around the world and back, and go to B. And that is how that intro started. It was so. Okay, so it's D sharp minor, G sharp minor, to B. Okay, so once again. Oh, sorry, I missed it. Now B. Okay, so you can also sing the verses like that. Well, let me take you on a trip around the world and back. But if I listen to the song over and over, and they stay in the D sharp minor that whole time until you get to, now let my body do the moving, and let my hands do the soothing. Back to D sharp minor. Like that, okay? And so that leads you right into our little... Nothing more than you can feel now. That's all there is. Right, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so let me show you this part. C minor, or C major. C minor, B major, G sharp minor to B flat. So a D sharp minor, back to G sharp, and then B flat. Right? So let's do it again. That's all there is. Nothing more than you can feel now. That's all there is. Right? So now you gotta get that part down. Same bass line. Practice it. Right, so let's go ahead and show you the right hand. Like that. So it's actually starting on the D sharp. Right, so now let's put the hands together. Right, sorry about that. Right, so now you got all those parts together. If you go ahead and listen to the original recording, you pretty much have everything you need. You've got all the harmonies, you've got all of it, you've got the... Right, then you got... Right, you got... And then you've got... Oh, sorry. So that should be all the parts you need to play it. So what I would do is I would go listen on Spotify or something, find World in My Eyes, the original version from the Violator album. This is from the 1990 album Violator, by the way. You're going to go ahead and practice the bass line, right? I would practice that first along with this, right? Oh, my bad. Then I would practice this. right? And then just kind of practice playing these chords along, the harmonies along with this bass line. Right? Actually, I'm sorry. In verse 2, he stays in the D sharp minor, but it still does the harmony. And the bass line is always D sharp minor until you get to the body do the moving, right? That part. So you actually stay here. You learn to play this once by itself in D sharp minor. Stay in D sharp minor in the left hand and go. Once again. Now the second time you're going to go. And then jump up here. Back down to D sharp minor. And then to the. So one time you play the whole thing. You play that just in D sharp minor, and then the second time you play it D sharp minor, G sharp minor, back to D sharp minor, okay? Let me show you what I mean. I'm sorry. Now play it again and play it like this. Back to D sharp minor. And then back to the G sharp minor. And that leads you into nothing more than you can feel now. That's all there is. Right? Right? And so that's a pretty good start. I'm going to go ahead and keep working on the arrangement. I'm going to get the singing down, singing this. On top of playing all that, I want to be able to sing it too. Once I have that down, which I'm pretty darn close, I'll go ahead and do a formal arrangement and a formal tutorial for it. I've been trying to put those hands together forever. That one and Fly on the Windscreen. Those ones are pretty tricky to get the hands together, but once I do, I teach it to y'all. But in the meantime, I always try to show you the parts and pieces because some of you are way better than me out there and you can just already do this. Well, all you need to know is the notes, right? So that's kind of what we do here. I want to thank you for stopping by the channel, for checking out my little show. And we will be back again to... Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry. I'm doing VidCon. I'm shooting VidCon at the Anaheim Convention Center for a few days. So I will be hanging out with the folks at YouTube, actually. Every year, I've been shooting that show for like 7 years, and I work for the big cheeses of YouTube. So it's going to be a pretty cool show. Every year, I learn a little bit something more about social media, about how to make better thumbnails, how to get more content out, things like that. So I'm pretty lucky. I'm a camera guy here for VidCon this year over at the Anaheim Convention Center. So I'll be gone for a couple days. I'll be at work, but I will be back to give you guys some more Depeche Mode, and I'll also be working on a few more tutorials. Before I go today, I just want to thank you again for your time and for all your kind comments, and we will see you again in a few days. I think it'll be like probably maybe in about a week from now. I'll be back because I'm shooting for about 5 days straight. Okay, so we'll see you. Have a blessed and happy day. We will see you. Have a good weekend. Bye, everyone.